Okay, here we are in the backwoods. Filming a review of the Contour HD, which I'm holding in my left hand, filming with right now, and the GoPro. And you may hear a snowmobile in the background. It's because there's a snowmobile trail that way. So, I've got my Project Salvo here set up, ready to shoot, so you can actually see how both of these cameras perform on a paintball gun. Man, I wish I had my snowmobile. Both of these cameras film in the same quality. Give me a second here, I don't remember them off the top of my head. But the GoPro has it on the back. It also allows you to change through all of your qualities on the fly. Well, not really on the fly, but in the middle of nowhere you have access to all of your qualities, whereas the Contour you have to plug it into a computer. Otherwise you only have two. So we got WVGA 60 frames, 720p, 30 frames and 60 frames, 960 at 30 and 1080 at 30. Both cameras, it's the same. The GoPro has a fisheye. Otherwise, quality-wise, they're identical. The GoPro comes with this thing here, waterproof case. Contour does not. However, the Contour is waterproof up to, I believe it's a meter. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's a meter. Now, just as a demonstration to how waterproof it is for paintball use, you just jumped in the snow. Now, I'd do that with the Contour, or the GoPro rather, but there's really no point. It's got a waterproof case on it. We know it's waterproof. Now, feature the GoPro has, though, the Contour does not, is if it gets too hot or too cold, it will shut down. As far as I know, the Contour doesn't have that, but for my purposes, it's maybe -10 out here. It's sort of cold. It's wet because the snow is deep, but my purposes, it doesn't really matter. Let's hook this thing up onto the paintball gun here. Oh, no, first of all, let's get into some mounts. So we got headband mount for the Contour. Simple one strap, goes around your head. Just simply slide the Contour onto this thing here. It's got grooves in the side of it. It slides on. You now have a headband mount. Now I don't have it very tight, so you're probably sitting sideways here. Just ignore that. Oh, other feature. I don't know if you can see these or not, but you've got two little lasers to tell you where your camera is actually pointing once it's on your head. One thing I really wish the GoPro had is I have lost a good 8 hours worth of recording because it got bumped or something when I took it off, and it wasn't aimed where it was aimed when I put it on in the first place. It irritated, but I can live with that. We also have here this thing, goes on the strap. It's perfect for goggles or masks, whatever. I put it on the wrong side. The sticky mounts for the Contour. They are great in the fact that, as you can see here, it's round. Now that doesn't really mean much to begin with, except that you're now looking down the barrel of my 98 Custom. You're now to the cup, looking straight up. Also sideways. Another feature I love. Rotate. You're no longer sideways. I have not rotated the camera, I have rotated the lens on the camera, which I love, because for paintball, you can mount that on the top of your head, on the top of your gun, on your hopper. You can mount that anywhere with the sticky mount. Now, I only got a flat sticky mount, so I don't have a curved one to show you. It's the same idea, though. There's nothing really any different from it. So one mount that I love is this right here. It is the Picatinny mount. Now, I've got my gun at a bit of an angle here. So this thing mounts onto your Picatinny rails. Mount it on the top, mount it on the bottom. I don't care where you mount it. You can rotate the camera's lens, so you don't have to rotate in editing, which is awesome. So this thing's solidly mounted on here. High quality plastic and aluminum. Now, there is a little bit of play in it, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, depends. Although, when you look at it from that angle, firing the gun that you're mounted to, it's pretty damn solid. So, now on to the GoPro. So, the GoPro. First thing you need to know, mic on this thing sucks. Especially when you have the fully waterproof case on it. It's not as bad when you take it right out of the case or put the, I don't even know what that thing's called, the skeleton case on it. Not as bad, still sucks. So, this thing records the same quality as the Contour. It's bigger, front-wise. Overall size, Contour is bigger, but you're looking straight on. GoPro is probably twice as wide. Well, actually, here, just however, it has a lot of different mounting options compared to the Contour. None of them are any good for paintball. The best I got was on top of the barrel. I'm sure with a sticky mount, you could probably mount it on top of your hopper or on the side of your hopper. Personally, I don't like that. This mount right here, I have a black glove on and I'm showing you a black piece of plastic. This thing right here is the, I believe it's a handlebar mount. Yes, it'd be a handlebar mount because the other one's roll bar. That'll wrap around the barrel just about perfect. Unfortunately, there's no rubber inside, so it slips a little bit. Easy enough to get a piece of, I don't know, rubber hose or something. Put it in there. And you put that on your barrel. Then, well, let me set it up. I'll be right back. Okay, the biggest annoyance I have with these mounts is a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, it seems you have to have the camera on a certain way or you can't aim it right. This mount that we're using right here is a good example. So this is effectively what you've got on the end of your gun, on the barrel, whatever. Looking down the sights, I don't know where looking down the sights is going to be here, but we'll do that. So, that's even with a riser on it. I can put a red dot on that and see through it with my mask on, no problem. So, a bit of a pain in the ass compared to where the Contour sits, but you're going to get the same quality, and effectively you have an armored camera on there, because the Contour doesn't have a case on it. The GoPro, you're going to, you get hit. The GoPro gets hit with a paintball, all you get, yeah. Your GoPro gets hit by a paintball, get mauled by a tree, is the case on it. So, the Contour on the other hand, you hit that with a paintball and you have potential to break the actual camera. Here's one good point about the Contour. I still prefer the GoPro, rather. I still prefer the Contour. Hence why I keep saying Contour instead of GoPro. So let's shoot this thing. See what it looks like. See what the footage looks like on the gun. So, fairly similar. Really, you're not going to want to mount it on your head. I wouldn't anyway. You can do it with the headband mount, but it sucks. Good footage, but you got this camera sticking up above your head here. You go to look over a bunker, guess what comes first and gives a great shot, or a great target for somebody who can aim. All in all, both good cameras. You got this mount here. It might actually go on some goggles or some masks. It doesn't go on mine. It's meant to go on things like a bicycle helmet. Useful. You got your headband mount. It's a 3-band rather than a 2-band, like the Contours. It's also got these grippy things, which are awesome. Everything goes on a sticky mount here, like this. These things both use the same adhesive, which you're not going to knock off if you have it on a good surface. The GoPro, you can only adjust it at 90 degrees, so it's either here, here, that way towards me. The Contour on most of its mounts, you have about, I don't know, probably half of it, like maybe 5 to 10 degrees difference between the different places you can put it. I don't know. I like them both. They're both awesome cameras. The Contour is just better. Like, in all aspects that don't involve water, the Contour is a much better camera. Mainly because of the way it mounts. And the laser